listen to the sounds of the rain. America! I'm Zach Nanimus.
Johnny Dim?
And you have tuned into WarPod 112. The WarPod, of course, is the official podcast of the Houston Podcast Boys. I was going to say the Houston Nerdcasting Collective again.
That's been dead for so long.
Yeah, no, the official podcast of the Warlocks Entertainment System. The Warlocks Entertainment System, including Warlocks Entertainment, Quite Contrary, Johnny Dim, and the Zach Nanimus channel, which is going to do something soon. Soon. But unfortunately, I had to pick up an extra shift today because my car messed up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
we both got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. So, Johnny Dim.
That's me.
WarPod 2012.
2012.
Stormwatch.
Stormwatch. April 2012. Wait.
All right.
Are you just asking me for the next subject or what we're going to start off with? Because usually you just run with it and you choose.
But I never know that.
You either throw it to me or we do something that you wanted to do.
Okay.
So you tell me.
How big is the news today? Are we clickbaity today?
A little?
Okay, then let's front load it. Okay, whatever why they clicked on it should be what they get.
Okay, fine. So
so start with that.
Okay, so we're gonna start with that. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
We're about to do that.
First segment.
First segment. Here we come.
Really blowing this.
Okay, here I go. April 2019.
Yes.
That's kind of the headline.
The entertainment died.
Yeah. Which is exactly the opposite, in my opinion, because we got a loaded month here. Shazam's already come out.
Okay.
We got WrestleMania is today.
Still waiting for you to list some entertainment.
Hellboy is coming out April 12th.
Still just biding my time over here.
Game of Thrones season 8 debut April 14th.
Mildly excited.
Mildly excited. And then we have Endgame April 26th.
Am I alone in saying this is just everyone's gonna go see it because they have to?
Yeah, that's true, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be bad.
Right, but for my money, I'm not really gonna enjoy it. I just I've enjoyed so much of the MCU that it doesn't make sense not to finish it out. But the past 3 years, it's just been nonsense.
I disagree a little bit. I actually did like Infinity War so far. I like the first half of Infinity War.
Well, you should treat it as an individual movie.
Yeah, no, I did. I enjoyed that movie, and I'm excited to see how it ends. I'm excited to see how Marvel handles going into this phase that they're going to be, which is post Endgame, which everyone's been curious about for so long.
You know, it's dead, right?
The Marvel?
Yeah, it's just going to die.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I mean that's what's going to happen.
Well, I can be hopeful. You're like Thanos in this particular situation.
Yeah,
you're just pissing all over everything.
Snap away half that profits.
That's what you're trying to do. And I'm over here. I'm like one member of the Avengers.
You're like the last member of the Avengers.
Coming down to this.
We're losing. Okay, we're really only losing Cap, Iron Man, and is Ruffalo done?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I know that we're losing the two most popular characters.
We're not losing Black Widow yet, even though she's been around for a long time because she has a movie coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, audience engagement, participation, and viewership is going to go down a lot.
Which will be an interesting. It'll still be interesting to watch. That's why I'm still interested because then the dynamic of the comic book movies will be different. We may get. I'm curious to see how DC tries to fill the space. I'm curious to see what will happen.
We saw
with Shazam.
I was gonna say Joker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's coming out.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
I'm super excited about Joker.
Joker looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, has he done a bad movie? I don't think so.
Didn't he do?
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, he did Gladiator.
Which did very well.
Yeah, it did well, but isn't it stupid?
I personally got tired of it and it got old for me really quick.
Yeah.
But I think that was more because of the fan base that followed it.
Are there
a lot of dude bros like Gladiator?
Okay.
Right?
I thought of a really good thing a really good word to call fans of Gladiator, and immediately knew I couldn't say it. Let's just
All
say
right, who knows how to spell Joaquin?
It's with a J.
That's right. I went with a P for some reason. Joaquin.
There you go. Oh wow.
I think
first
did I get
try.
it? Yeah. Let's see if he's done any bad movies.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Joaquin movies.
Phoenix Jr.
Okay.
He's a dead clown.
Yeah. How come scrolling never? Let's see.
All right, we're gonna go back. We're not gonna go. Okay, since 2000. Since 2000.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I think that's fair. I don't think we should judge him by anything pre 2000.
Why?
Just to be fair.
I mean, he's old.
But
he was an adult and knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but he wasn't that popular yet. So people, when they're first starting out, they're gonna take whatever they can get a lot of the times.
Right, but even in those instances, you can do well. Oh, but has he ever participated in a bad
Right.
movie?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Brother Bear, bad.
Is that where you started? The Yards is where I started. Where's Brother Bear? Oh, up there.
Yeah. Okay, first off,
We don't even know these movies.
How did I not say this immediately? He was in Signs.
Which is a great movie.
Signs is the stupidest movie.
I love that movie.
Signs is the movie about an alien who
Okay,
can't.
if you hate that movie and I love that movie, then it's neutral.
No,
We have to. Then it's not a bad movie. It's like one of us like it, one of us doesn't like it.
Metacritic.
We're gonna do a Metacritic on
We're
it.
gonna go Metacritic on it.
On Signs.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. Oh, yeah, Signs.
I will be so
Metacritic.
surprised if it's good. I don't think this is the first time we've talked about this on the podcast.
Maybe.
You know you like super weird movies, right? Like there's nothing normal about liking Willow.
I do know that. Yes.
Okay.
I have some.
It's got a 7.4
out of 10.
Yeah, so average.
Which is almost an 8.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's average. It's a C.
That's the user score, which you usually prefer to go by.
I do.
The Metascore, if we went by that,
Yeah, with critics and whatnot.
we'd have more problems.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 11 mixed reviews, 21 positive. So the positive are still overwhelmingly the majority.
Okay, so this isn't even the average score.
Right.
It's basically a positive is a 100, a mix is a 50, and it looks like a negative is a 25.
Something like that.
And they just mix
Average
them,
those,
Yeah,
yeah.
they average that idea, which is a bad way to do it, which is what Rotten Tomatoes started doing.
Right.
Which is
here
dumb.
they probably can't see this. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
They probably see it better.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Signs.
Yeah.
Signs is stupid.
I love it, but we're not going to spend the entire podcast arguing Signs. Let's just go through this.
It was about an alien that they trap in the cupboard.
Uh-huh.
He's an alien invader bent on taking control of the entire world.
You're really going to have to
and
get
they
off
locked
of this.
him in a cupboard. And he was like, "Oh no!" And you know how you knew that was going to work? Because a random character who's in one scene was like, "They seem to have a problem with wood."
Water.
No. It's wood.
What are you talking about?
They have two weaknesses.
Oh, wood?
If a door's made of wood, they can't open it.
I don't
And
remember
water
that.
will
I've
just
seen this movie a
straight
lot
up
of times.
Kill them.
Okay. All right. Are you done?
Not remotely, but that's for another day.
Okay, he was in Walk the Line.
Which is stupid.
I'm sorry?
That movie was bad.
It was a biopic about Johnny Cash.
Biopics are bad.
Biopics are bad. Not even Walk the Line's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was okay. I'm Still Here. Now this one,
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't. But this one's a weird. This is when, remember that phase where he grew out the beard, and then his buddy Casey Affleck directed a movie where he plays this actor who goes in. Do you remember any of this? He was on David Letterman, and they had a really awkward interview.
Who is Casey Affleck?
Ben Affleck's brother.
What?
You didn't know he had a brother that was actually also in Hollywood businesses?
Why isn't his name Jim? Like, it should be Ben and Jim Affleck. Or at least Ben and Jerry Affleck.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, it was controversial, and it was actually not a great movie.
Okay. No.
They went to this phase, and that's what he looked like. And he played this character, and he played the character when he was getting interviewed on Letterman. And it was really awkward. Because he was trying to, it's a.
That's because, like...
It was an experiment of a movie.
Like, my understanding is that every once in a while he's a method actor. right?
That's really what he was doing in that one.
Is that accurate?
I think so.
Which, like, because I studied theater, and like the method is not a performance tool; it's a rehearsal tool.
Sure.
You know, you're supposed to be in control, know what you're doing, don't inconvenience the other actors with any drama or trying to stay in character between takes, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Jesus Christ.
There have been lots of great performances, that have come from this what I call like the neo method acting, which is staying in character the entire time. But there have also been lots of great performances with people not doing that. So it sounds like it's about the individual and not the technique. Either way.
Nobody watched The Sisters Brothers. This came out recently.
Is that John C. Reilly?
Yes, it is. I actually wanted to see it, but I have not seen it yet. I don't think it did very well.
Okay.
Not many people saw that. So maybe this is a toss-up.
Yeah.
I did not see her, but I know it reviewed really well. People like it.
That was his foray into the Marvel universe.
Right. Irrational Man, I did not see either. But I think that one's supposed to be good. I feel like I've seen more of his movies, but there's really not that many. Now, this I did see.
The Master?
Yeah.
Is it kinky?
This
it is kinky, isn't it?
No.
They're making out.
No. This is the one that I believe it to be.
Did you know in the corner it says WarPod starting soon?
Oh, that's still there.
Yeah, you should remove that. Because
this doesn't feel like the show proper, though.
Despite appearances.
Yeah, this is
it
actually
has started.
the show. Oh, man.
Okay, forget Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
We'll talk about his new movie. No, we're not. We're supposed to be talking about Endgame. Actually, I think I co-opted. You were going to say April. April's stacked. April's stacked with fun.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so why don't you get to your point? Because I'm the one who brought up Joker.
That's true, you did. Okay.
Stop playing on your Twitter feed for 1 second.
I need to pull this up on this computer.
Okay.
So just give me 1 second. I got the list of stuff. This will be easier. Because I'm remoting into my desktop, and that's what's making this a little more complicated than it should be. Okay.
They are seeing some weird stuff over there.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we're getting messages on YouTube.
Oh!
We should check them.
We have YouTube buddies.
We should check them in case, like
everything is messed up.
Did you know that everything you're saying is coming out as racial slurs? I don't know. Like the lips don't seem to match. Yeah. Okay.
I got it.
See.
Ace pilot for the Rebel Alliance, Joaquin Phoenix. Or Quinoa Phoenix.
Quinoa.
Ace.
Thank you, Banks.
Close those tentacle hentai tabs. Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, good for that. I think that. Okay. Sign status neutralized. See, he agrees with me. We neutralized.
First off, Banks, let's make one thing clear. You don't really want him to close them. Okay.
I read part of his name like it was part of his comment. He said Quinoa Phoenix. I was reading Ace Pilot. I figured his.
I'm just going Banks.
That's a long name. It's a long name. His name is long.
His name is Banks Pan Kanks. Banks Pan Kanks. Ace Pilot for the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, my bad.
Quinoa Phoenix, which is also part of his name.
Casey and the Sunshine Afflecks. I like that.
That
Solid.
works. Okay,
Yeah.
Johnny, make your point about April.
Well, no. What I wanted to do. I've already listed everything that is big that is coming out in April. So what I was going to do, and I've kind of gotten the temperature of what's going on over here. What I wanted to do was have us rank them, of what you're most excited. And it can be your list and my list, or we could try to come up with an agreed upon list. It's up to you how you want to do that.
Agreed upon list is always more fun.
Okay, so we'll do that for what the WarPod is most excited for in April and what they're least excited for. We're going to rank them that.
Okay, let's start least.
Okay.
Okay, and let's define the parameters.
Okay.
It looks like you have some. Okay, so we're deciding based upon
these right here.
Shazam, WrestleMania, Hellboy, Game of Thrones, and Endgame.
I think we're going to agree on the bottom.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Because
neither one of us are really into wrestling. I didn't even know that was going on until I started looking for topics for today, and I realized it was today.
WrestleMania is like something you distract your kids with now.
Right.
It's not quite what it was. They're doing gangbusters.
Well, they are. They've increasingly doing well. They have millions and millions of fans.
But lame.
It's a soap opera, and
Huh?
I don't watch soap operas.
No,
So.
but okay, it's not soap opera. It's like an episode of Zack and Cody, like because it's the PG era. Like,
You're right. You're right.
What they did was they took all the sex and violence out of it.
They did, and they're trying to be. Actually, I'm not gonna. That's nothing to do with what you said. So, what I was gonna say though is that what may be interesting to watch, and the only reason I would watch it is to see what the signs are saying, the big signs that people make when they go to WrestleMania. And I say that because John Oliver did an episode on the WWE this last Sunday, and he basically wanted to pull Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, into the spotlight a bit because he treats his stable of wrestlers more like a stable of horses.
That's what I'm to understand.
Yeah, and that's been an issue for a long time for a lot of these wrestlers. A lot of the famous guys like Bret Hart. That's his name.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah,
I believe you're referring to the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah. So he's spoken out about it. There's been some other wrestlers that have spoken out about it. There's been wrestlers dying well before an acceptable age for a human to die at.
Yeah, 'cause we talked about this a long time because you were talking about boxing's so much harder on the body.
Yeah.
And
wrestling.
Wrestling is horrible for you because the thing about boxing is you bought if you have a medium level fight.
Yeah.
You still make pretty good bank. You do that twice a year.
That's what I was going to say. That's the big difference. In boxing, you'll have 2 or 3 fights a year if you're lucky. Where in wrestling, they're doing a show every week, 24/7. There is no off season for wrestling. And sure, the wrestlers do take a break, but it's often because they get hurt. And they have to take the break.
Yeah, and what comes with that is an awful lot of drug addiction.
Drug abuse.
Yeah.
So that's what's happened to a lot of these wrestlers. Like Macho Man Randy Savage died too early. There's also the really sad Chris Benoit story where he completely lost his mind.
I didn't know anything about that. The last I heard about Chris Benoit was when he was on Mad TV.
No, this happened
'98.
This happened probably I think it's close to 10 years now. But he killed his child and his wife or ex-wife.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so
very very sorry to hear
right,
that.
yeah, and it's because he lost his mind. He just, and then you see this in football now too, the concussion issue. You get repeatedly hit in the head with chairs, and they've finally outlawed the chair shot in wrestling. So they're trying to make some effort, but to John Oliver's point, it's not enough what they are doing.
What's the chair shot?
Just chair shots to the head, folded chairs, the metal chairs. They've outlawed them now.
You're not supposed to do that,
right?
Ever. The thing about the chair is that it's a trick. Right. You're supposed to. Oh, you hit my head, but you're supposed to hit him right here on the meat of the back of the shoulder.
They stopped doing that back in the early 2000s and late 90s. What they would do is straight on chair shot to the head. And there's a match. There's a match that was with The Rock and Mankind was his name at the time, Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite wrestler ever. I actually have his.
You're referring to Matt Foley.
It's Mick Foley.
No,
it's
the guy who lives in a van.
Oh, down by the river. But there's a famous match where The Rock handcuffs Mankind and hits him in the head with a chair hard. Literally 30 or 40 times.
What?
Yes. This is a thing that happened.
That's not funny. I'm sorry. It's just as a piece of entertainment.
Yeah.
After 10, I feel like I would have checked out
right.
as an audience member. Kung, kung, kung,
yeah.
kung, kung. Yeah. Listen to it. Kung, 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 kung.
Yeah.
Kung, kung, kung.
No, I get it. I get your point. Yeah, I get your point. But there's a
What? Okay, there are always rules.
Yeah.
The rules slide a bit. They don't let them slide. The rules change based upon a lot of factors for every wrestling match. Okay? What were the rules for this match?
It was probably a no-holds-barred match, which means it's just weapons and shit, a hardcore match, whatever. I don't remember exactly. This was back in, I think this is still in the 90s. I'm not sure.
How? Let me ask you this. Okay, regardless of the lack of rules of engagement
Sure.
in these fights,
Sure.
how to win is always established.
Correct.
So, or better, how to lose.
Right.
Does being handcuffed to any immobile object qualify as a loss?
No.
Or do you literally have to die?
It's probably a pin, and they just had to pin him anywhere. When those kind of matches, they would always set the. It was probably like a no holds barred or hardcore match. Hardcore match, anything goes. You can just pin him wherever. You don't even have to pin him inside the ring half the time.
Right.
But we're getting off on a tangent. But just to finish my thought, that fight was highlighted in the documentary Beyond the Mat. And Beyond the Mat kind of uncovered a lot of this stuff that especially when wrestlers try to retire, they're just out of work and they're beat up and they don't have the health insurance and
because they're
and
not
they have
all
a hard
John
time.
Cena.
Yeah, they have a hard time. And anyway, but in that match, they actually had Mick Foley's wife and his kids were like in the stands for that match, and she got very upset. Like his kids were crying, and it was crazy.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Why would
I don't know. I don't have the answers. I know for the question you're about to ask.
What?
I don't know why they were there for that.
I was gonna ask why didn't they have cinnamon sugar pretzels being sold at the arena that day?
Well, I jumped the gun then.
You really did.
I'm sorry.
Okay, WrestleMania. As far as
That's why. Okay, so
we're at
WrestleMania, it's the bottom of the list.
Bottom of the list.
All right.
We don't like seeing people get hurt. We don't like seeing entertainers abused, and we're definitely not into. I'm not into this. Very watered down PG era of it.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
Okay.
So now we have Shazam, Hellboy, Game of Thrones, and Endgame to look forward to. So
Hellboy's next.
I was actually anticipating that.
Yeah.
And the reason for me that it would be that low, for me personally, is because it's a more of an unknown. Like I am excited about it. I just don't know what I'm gonna get exactly. I think I'll like it, but also I knew it was gonna be your second one. So
Yeah. Well, it's just like it doesn't look fun.
to me, it does.
It has a fun song. So they bought the rights to use a fun song, and I don't even remember which one it is.
I don't either.
Is it bad? Well, first off, if it's not Bad Out of Hell, it's going beneath WrestleMania.
I don't know. We'll find out later.
Okay.
So, but I think we're in agreement with that. Sorry, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately. My son was born about a week ago, which is why I got dad hair right now.
You really do.
I just let it go.
The thing about Hellboy for me is that it looks like a pretty by the numbers movie because, as I understand it, like there's a woman. And she has the power of computer generated effects.
Mm-hmm.
And like she uses it to harm people on a large scale, right?
Right.
That's the plot. And like the appeal of it is like it's got attitude. So it's like one of those old like Sega CD games, and it was like, oh man, it uses real motion video or full motion video, and they curse in it. It's oh man, we're getting that one. We're getting Night Trap. Like that's all this is like the movie equivalent of Night Trap.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes.
Pause the list. I have someone here that says the Shazam with Sinbad is real, and he has a VHS copy.
Okay. Forbidden Concepts.
Prove it.
No. Let's not call this individual out. Okay. Is there a way to direct message on YouTube?
Yeah.
Or
you can tweet at me. Or you can direct message me. I can follow him.
Yeah, direct message Johnny Dim on Twitter. If you'll do that right now, send him a link.
Well, yeah, just send me a message. Just send me a message, a tweet that says I have the VHS copy of Shazam with Sinbad, and then I'll follow you, and then you can direct message me, and we can talk about this.
We are very, very interested.
Yeah, because this is groundbreaking if this is true.
Yeah.
But likely it's not.
Live on the show today. You saw it here first.
All right.
All right.
If you send us
Don't doubt this individual right off the bat.
Okay, fine.
They're saying something in good faith.
All right.
We're gonna hear him out. We're not gonna do it in public. We're not gonna try to shame them. You tell us your evidence, and we'll talk about it. We would love to do a show about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Just in case you didn't listen to the that part of it. Okay.
Okay, so Hellboy.
Hellboy and WrestleMania are off the list. We got Shazam, Game of Thrones, and Endgame. Now this is where it's going to get a little hairy. Now Shazam we've already seen. I guess we can try to gauge how excited we were watching it. How excited we anticipate being for Game of Thrones and Endgame.
This is going to be surprising to you.
Okay.
Maybe not. For me,
I don't think anything would surprise me at this point.
the next one's Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Game of Thrones is beneath both Shazam and Endgame for me.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I haven't caught up yet. And, like, there's no reason...
to get all excited about it when
Yeah.
you're not going to see it for maybe another year.
I may never finish it.
Yeah, you may not. It's worth finishing. It's definitely good.
You know, I was going through it, and, like, it was fine.
I love it.
What?
I love that show. It's really good.
Oh, yeah, I love that you hate it.
I love that you hate it. No, I just really...
More Game of Thrones for me.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. It's a quality show. It's been around for... It's been a long...
Okay.
It's been on so long that there are Game of Thrones references in early episodes of Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
So that's just...
The Iron Throne is in it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He has a replica, yeah.
Okay, but my thing about Game of Thrones is that it moves real slow.
It does.
And like every character gets their time in the spotlight, and like they just don't need it.
I feel like the pacing changes a little bit as you go on because I think they're establishing the world in the first season.
Mid-season 3.
Really? You that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing I saw was the Daenerys purchasing that army, like the army of the unborn soldiers.
The Unsullied.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which that was a pretty cool concept. Or that's after Karth, right?
It'd have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she doesn't. If she had an army with her, Karth wouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's enough time. There's like 4 years after that, so all the children she bought haven't had time to like turn into adults.
Did she buy a bunch of children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she bought out all of the Unsullied and the Untrained.
Oh,
Because
okay.
She didn't like the way that they were being treated.
Sure.
And so she was like, I'm gonna
The children soldiers, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise a proper army out of them, and I was hoping that there would be enough time for that to come to fruition, because like I want to see that fail. It's be like, yeah, it's nicer, but it's probably not better.
Okay.
Humanitarianism is very, very important, but I'm looking at the objective efficiency. But then again, we as Americans, we have a pretty efficient army, and we're relatively humane.
I would okay, so I'm going to argue a change to the list. So instead of putting Game of Thrones there, I actually would like to put Shazam there. And the reason I want to put Shazam there is because I personally like the movie okay. I just feel like a lot of things on this list are just going to be a lot better. And I'm going to be a lot more
Well, there's
excited.
only 2 more things.
I mean, I meant the 2 remaining things. The two remaining things I've got a lot of excitement for.
Okay.
Shazam, I was optimistic and hopeful for DC's sake, but I'm not super excited. I like the movie, okay. I just feel like these 2 other things are going to be... And I feel like if you ever do get to Season 8 of Game of Thrones, I feel like you're going to like that more than you like Shazam. If you make it that far.
Okay. I'm gonna look at what I've seen so far. I mean, there's lots of stuff that I like about Game of Thrones. But it's so...
To see the war finally happening?
It's so Which one? Which war? There's always a war.
Okay.
There's about 17 factions.
I don't want to spoil anything.
They're all at war.
I don't want to spoil anything, but the whole thing is going to a tipping point.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of the zombies.
Zombies and some other things going on.
Because they got a Draco Lich.
They got Draco Lich.
Yeah.
So you knew about that. Okay.
Well, that was like a theory, and it was just like, yeah, they have to do it.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, so what I'm saying is, to see that story finally conclude is really exciting, especially when you've invested to get all the way through season 7. That's my theory. But
it's so inaccessible.
What do you mean? Because you don't have HBO?
No, I've got HBO. That's not the problem.
Okay.
The problem is that you got to sit down, you got to watch it.
Like you do with everything else?
Yeah, but this one's crazy long. Like,
Well, I mean, that's a trend. A lot of things are this long.
it's longer.
I think you prefer cartoons that are 28 minutes or 22 minutes.
No, if I was gonna go with like the perfect format for something,
45?
90-minute movie.
Sure.
There you go, 90-minute movie.
Okay.
If we can just get all the Game of Thrones in one 90-minute movie.
Am I not gonna be able to
In
turn?
a tight 90-minute movie.
Am I not gonna be able to turn you to put Shazam there instead of Game of Thrones? Because if we can't come to a conclusion, we gotta flip a coin on it.
Flip the coin.
Okay.
Flip the coin.
All right, you got a coin?
Your hand's been in your pocket.
Oh,
for
there's
like
no coin. There's no
10
coin.
minutes.
There's no coin.
Then what was your hand doing in there? You don't answer.
Yeah.
Are you going to flip a coin, a digital coin? Are you going to ask Google to do a probability, or are you?
I actually just Googled flip a coin.
Oh, and Google has one.
Oh,
Okay.
we haven't done it yet, guys.
Okay. Heads, Shazam is worse.
Shazam is worse.
Heads, Shazam is worse.
Tails is Game of Thrones is worse.
Okay.
Flipping now.
Heads,
Heads.
Shazam is worse. That's
Okay.
how you know. Here on the WarPod.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
Okay, so I think we can agree. Then after that, it's Game of Thrones. Then Endgame.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah, because one thing about the whole long form stuff, all of the movies, that's about 55 hours.
Yes.
All the movies together all the MCU movies are 55
AMC
hours.
is doing a marathon leading up to Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that one.
Oh, AMC is gonna. Oh, I thought you meant the TV channel.
You can buy tickets.
How much does it cost?
Let's find out.
Because I kind of wanna.
You kind of want.
I kind of want to do that.
Let's do this.
Okay.
AMC.
Would you wear a diaper if you were gonna do it?
No, I would not.
Let me ask you this: when would you sleep? Because I would try to time it.
I know it's hard.
I would try to time it for Civil War. I'd take a nap during Civil War.
So you're fresh going into Endgame because it's not that many movies until between the two. I don't think. Okay, let's see.
Well, you know what? That might be fun to plot out, like sleeping in bathroom breaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It costs $125, and runtime is now listed at 47 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay, can you bring up all the Marvel movies in order from release date? Because like I want to know like, let's assume that you've got let's assume that you're not going to get through this thing, or at least you're not going to enjoy it unless you sleep for.
See, now I'm
4
curious.
hours.
I'm curious if they're going to do in order from chronological order from like in the timeline, or if they're going to do it
You're right.
in the order of release.
You're right. We have to do timeline because that's what they're going to do.
That's probably what they'll do.
Because it'd be way too weird.
Okay, so here it is. Do you want it in a more tight format?
That's not chronological order.
This is release.
That's release date. We want it in chronological order. Yeah, because that's probably what they're going to show it in. In chronological order.
Oh man, I had a brain fart. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Okay.
Farted all over it.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
You really are tired. Okay.
Okay.
Scroll down. Use the computer. Okay.
There we go.
So-
First Avenger.
Captain America.
And this doesn't have all of them because this is 20.
Yeah.
There should be 22.
We should be able to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're just starting out. It's Captain America: First Avenger. Okay. And then you go into Iron Man. Both of these are solid movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Iron Man 2. Have I?
Oh, this is where between these two movies is actually where Captain Marvel is.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you got Captain Marvel.
Which I guess I'd watch again.
It's average.
Yeah. But I don't want to risk falling asleep during Iron Man, so I'd watch them all the way through. I'd watch Iron Man 2.
I like Iron Man 2 is my favorite Iron Man.
It's not bad.
People really like to shit on that movie.
Yeah,
They
I know.
really do.
I know. I'm not sure why. So the Incredible Hulk would be next. Hold on. What's after that? Thor. I'd fall asleep during these two movies. Okay. Where would you nap? So then after that, it would be Avengers. Then we have Iron Man 3.
Oh, this is perfect.
That is perfect.
Iron Man 3
And then the Dark World.
That's like 5 hours.
Yeah, and you can definitely do that. But you have to wake up before the Winter Soldier.
That's true. That's a solid movie.
Yeah, so I got 2 naps in already.
So far, I'm coming out of this on top.
And having a baby, trust me, I can do this. I can do this on like 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep, whatever it is.
Guardians of the Galaxy is fun, and it'll be difficult to sleep through just because of the music.
Yeah, that's a great one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Age of Ultron is after that, though. So if you want to get a quick cat nap in...
I love that it's not about recharging your batteries.
No.
It's about just sleeping as much as you can.
I have a baby now. This is where my mind is at.
No. All right. So I know what you're going to do.
Just
Like,
this
this isn't mapping it out. This is just...
Just selecting which ones I can sleep through.
The internet presents how to sleep through the complete MCU.
Well, you can give the other perspective. So someone who doesn't have a child.
Okay, so I need 5 hours for Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3.
Which is good. That's solid.
One's mediocre, one's bad.
Right.
And so then I'm gonna want another 5-hour nap somewhere in there. I've never seen Ant-Man.
Oh, here you go. You've never seen Ant-Man?
I've never seen Ant-Man.
Oh, wow.
I saw Ant-Man 2. But
Ant-Man, the first one's better.
Captain America: Civil War.
I know that's the one you wanted to sleep through.
Yeah, I could sleep right. What comes after that? Can I get some
Black Panther.
Black
which
Panther?
I think is pretty mediocre.
Yeah, it's
depending on how you're feeling at that point, you may want to do another double up on those movies and sleep through them.
That might be a double up. Oh, of course, if I think Doctor Strange is right after that one.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. You know what? I might just sleep the rest of the way through.
just get a really good.
Yeah, because right after this Doctor Strange, I'll sleep for 12 hours straight.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok is always fun.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Get another quick cat nap, literally, because I don't want to watch.
What are we missing?
You know what? Leave for dinner. Go eat during Ant-Man and the Wasp. Leave the theater entirely.
What's the other movie we're missing?
Schindler's List.
It must be Infinity War. No, because Infinity War is there. What was the other Marvel movie that came out after Infinity War? Because they said that there was only 20 movies. We were 22. And we had Captain Marvel. What are we missing?
I don't know. Like, this list is current enough to have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right.
So...
So maybe it's on the other end, because maybe didn't some people say that one of the Hulk movies, because there was actually 2 Hulk movies that are part of canon?
One is not canon.
Okay. But there's 3 movies.
That's the Jennifer Connelly.
Is there 3 movies or 2 Hulk movies?
There are 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Either way. We know that you're going to sleep through half of it.
Right.
You're really going to get your 125's worth. I say sleep through Iron Man 3. And what was the next one? Civil War. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Sleep through those 2. Go get some dinner during Ant-Man and the Wasp. Did we get some more messages?
Yep.
Okay. Banks. He's talking about VHSs. About 4 months ago. Okay, this is from Forbidden Concepts, and they're talking about the.
He may have gold here in his when his dad was cleaning out his garage. He may have gold.
About 4 months ago, which is how all these stories start, by the way.
Right.
Not calling you a liar.
He's cleaning out the shed, and his dad was bitching about and swear we had it on a pile of old VHS tapes. I'm gonna go back and dig it out. So he's gonna find it.
What is Banks saying?
He's saying they're gonna make a remake of Shazam with
with Will Smith.
Okay. Until today, when I seen the Mandela effect of it, I seen he retracted that. Okay.
That's cool. We don't have to read him too long.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you all for engaging. By the way, and I'm glad you guys are talking to one another, because we've been trying to get you guys on a play date for a while. Okay. So, Johnny Dim.
We're talking about Comic Palooza next.
Talking about Comic Palooza next. The Warlocks entertainment system is going to go on a crime spree, just like the Joker, and we're going to be stealing large burlap sacks of money. and driving cars with the likeness of our faces on the front grille. Johnny, your thoughts?
I got nothing.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't. That was perfectly punctuated. No, okay, what we can do about Comic Palooza. This is what I'd like to do about Comic Palooza. We had so much fun ranking some stuff about going on in April. Why don't we just, not necessarily rank, but talk about what we're most excited for as far as guest announcements.
You're going to ask me to rank these women.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're going to ask me to
said,
rank
No, I did not.
Amelia Clark
I specifically did not
and
say
Gates
that.
McFadden.
No, I
and
would
by
not.
the way, Gates McFadden, always way up at the top.
Oh, boy.
Always.
Oh, boy.
Do it live. Sorry, that was...
We haven't done that in a while.
That just had like irate, like radical right.
Yeah.
Radical conservative correspondent written all over it.
Oh boy, what's the damn?
You want to talk to me about the unburned? How about the woman who cured cancer? How come we're not talking about that in PR? Stupid. There's always that long pause.
Right. Damn it. Okay. So we got a lot of people coming. I'm going to let you browse the list real quick.
All right.
So you know what you're heading into. I want you to tell me.
Peter Sefranowicz. Mm-hmm. He's the only important one.
Wait, which one?
Huh? The Tick.
Oh, yeah.
I just adore The Tick.
He's awesome.
He's so good in it. He's so different from him. Although I'm starting to suspect, I should look into this. I think he might be dubbed. I think that might be his performance, but I don't know that they're using his voice.
No, they got to be.
They have to be?
That's his voice.
You know he's British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're.
It's just like I've been looking
So is
Jason Statham.
No, the guy from Walking
Jason
Dead.
Statham.
Yeah, he is. Oh. Sorry. That was a joke just for me. So there's Jason Statham plays the bad guy in Cellular, which was like a movie that happened back in the early 2000s, I think, where he basically kidnaps this woman, and she somehow like rigs a phone that's been somehow she rigs a phone to work. It was broken, and she she's jump starting a car like hot wiring a car, starts up a phone and
starts up.
That's what it looks like.
I'm
telling you, it doesn't make any sense.
Ignites the engine.
Yes.
Okay.
And she calls Deadpool, I think. No, she calls Captain America. Not really Captain America. The guy who plays
Pinesworth.
Chris.
Chris Pinesworth.
No, but it's a Chris.
Chris
yeah.
Evans.
Chris Evans.
Okay.
He's in this movie. She sometimes just gets his friend's cell phone and he's talking to him, and so anyway, long story short, on How Did This Get Made, they had this running gag where they had
podcast talks about another podcast. Go on.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, but what's his face? The guy I said was the bad guy.
Donald Glover.
No, we were just talking about
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, and they had this running gag where he was, because his accent is so bad, he can't hide his accent. He tries so hard and he can't do it. So they just made this long running gag. It's not going to be. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. It's not even funny to you guys. Just go listen to the podcast.
Here's my question: if your actor can't do an American accent,
Yeah.
like, shouldn't you just evaluate why he has to be American? Like, was he playing the president?
That's the thing they didn't, and that's why they were making fun of it, because they had this gag where he basically was trying to act like he was from California, and he would talk about local things, like overly much so, like he would talk about local little spots.
Like local cuisine.
Yeah, but he would do it in his really strong British accent, but he kept trying to act like he was from California. It was really funny.
I only know Brits trying to do American accents from Monty Python, and they all sound just like this. Yes, they do, because they like their hot dogs and their trolleys.
And their baseballs. Okay, so you saw the list.
Reese LaMarche. Important.
Who?
Important person.
All right, start here. Let's just go down the list.
Okay.
Amelia Clark, I'm surprised that they announced her. I thought that was really cool.
Especially
because
after the Solo
she
fiasco.
is absolutely the best actor in the movie Solo. I don't know if she's done anything else recently, but that for sure is the best performance I've seen in a long time.
You didn't like Vision?
Who?
I mean, he's Vision in the Marvel movies. I can't remember his real name.
Amelia Clark?
No.
I'm talking about Amelia. I'm talking about.
Right, I'm talking about performances in Solo.
Oh.
Like while she's a talented thespian, I think.
Oh, you're talking about the actor who played Vision.
Yeah. I think that Amelia was underutilized and didn't get a chance to really.
I was just doing a gag because obviously she's been in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
That's what she's known for.
Okay. All right.
But also, that's she's in Game of Thrones too. She plays the interpreter. Natalie
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Emmanuel.
Grant Gustin plays the Flash
In the Flash?
in the show, the TV show.
What's his like? He's got a mustache.
I know. I did a double take. I actually went back and looked. It is him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna prove it. It's him.
The Flash is one of those shows that I just didn't care about.
Not me neither. It has a following though. Gates McFadden.
Gates McFadden.
There's no
America's sweetheart.
right. She's obviously awesome.
Yeah.
She's obviously awesome.
Indefatigable. And as long as you're going there to see Gates McFadden, you may as well stop by Michael Dorn's table. Michael Dorn,
I'm getting his autograph this
Michael
year.
Dorn is a pretty man.
Is he really?
Look at him.
Oh, he looks pretty.
Yeah, he's a pretty man.
But I feel like he's trying to cover up his bald spot. In that particular
He's trying
image.
to cover up his bald spot
In that particular
by
image.
dipping up too high in the frame.
Yeah. So who are you most excited for on this page? We got all the Peter. You said Peter.
Yeah, Peter Serafinowicz.
That's who you're most excited about.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, all right. For me, I think it's gonna be Michael Dorn. I think
I want to go.
he's the only booth I know I'm gonna go to of all these people.
I want to go talk to Billy Zane and just talk about all of his most obscure stuff possible.
Who did he play in Back to the Future?
He was Biff. He was Biff Tannen.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's one of Biff's flunkies.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's literally just a background bad guy.
All right. Oh, he's in the Tick. Yeah, he plays that
Overkill.
The mercenary guy.
Scott,
Yeah.
you know that they don't know who you're pointing at on the.
That's true, but they can see.
And also
the
people
first
who,
guy on the list, Scott Spicer. Spicer.
People who are only listening to this can't tell what you're doing at all.
Well, maybe we'll cut it from the audio version.
Okay.
Or we could just say their names so that people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, there's Scott Spicer. Scott Speisner.
They got a couple people. They got 3 people from Lost. Is anyone going to care about those people? Does Lost still have a thing?
No, they don't even have a comic book. And Homies, the little capsule toys.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary about those.
They got a documentary?
They're-
It's surprising enough they got a comic book.
It's about the rise and fall of them because they're not popular anymore.
There was a rise?
Yeah, absolutely. This guy made a fortune by having those coin machines, filling them up with homies. But then they fell off in a couple of years, and he kind of went bankrupt.
Why didn't he take the fortune that he made?
And invest it?
Just save it.
They didn't get too much into his personal finances. But
Like, who is out there just making it rain with the dollar with your dollar homie bills?
it was a
Like,
thing.
you're not Bruno Mars. Like, you're successful. Obviously, you have good business sense, but you can't be out there and be like, yeah, get some of this homie's money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Capsule Life.
Voice actors. There's some voice actors that are gonna be
Rob Paulson.
there. Yeah, he's awesome. He did he is in the Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, TMNT,
Both of them.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what they differentiate.
TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtles.
But he does a lot of stuff. Apparently, he does a podcast. That's pretty cool. I didn't know he did a podcast. But I know he's done a lot of spots on some Nerdist videos, and he'll team up with other voice actors, and they'll do scenes. It's really funny.
Tress MacNeille is your favorite voice actress you never knew.
Right. She
Like,
was in
she's in-
Animaniacs, The
she's in
Simpsons, Futurama,
everything.
Tiny Toons, Chip and Dale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It-
Jess Harnell
Yeah, who
was also Animaniacs. Was he the
He's wacko.
wacko?
He's
That's
the
what I
British
thought.
one.
Yeah.
Fabu.
We also did the Cleveland Show.
And I suggest you test it before I have a potty emergency.
Rick and Morty.
Everybody makes their way onto Rick and Morty eventually nowadays.
And another guy we have is Maurice
LaMarche.
LaMarche.
You pleb.
I said LaMarche. Is that right?
It should roll trippingly off your tongue.
the first time I've said his
because
name. It's the
you
first
should
time.
say it in conversation every day.
Pinky and the Brain, Inspector Gadget, Futurama, The Simpsons, The Real Ghostbusters.
He is Inspector Gadget.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, he's doing a Get Smart impression. That's the whole thing, Penny.
And there's a few other voice actors. Anyone stand out? What's My Hero Academia? Is that an anime?
My Hero Academia is one thing I was going to talk about. If we were going to talk about
what we've been watching.
Yeah.
Well, I got stuff to say about it.
I recently got into My Hero Academia, not the anime. I got into the manga.
How's that? How is it good?
Yes, very
Okay,
good.
talk about it later.
Yeah.
Some other people.
Anime.
More My Hero Academia. There's a bunch.
Anime
of them.
is turning into this hotbed that I just don't want to. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Oh God. Oh, because of Nick Manyan.
Huh?
Nick Manyan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Filet Vic Mignon.
Yeah. And then they got a guy that was in the Gears of War series. He has the least professional photograph.
And
I'll say that about him.
Carlos Ferro.
Yeah.
My favorite by far.
Like there's some Sailor Moon voice actresses. Comics artists. Neil Adams. Dan Jurgens.
Dan Jurgens.
Matt Frank. Sam De La Rosa. Anyone stand out? Oh, Isaac Goodhart has been coming to Comicpalooza for a long time. I don't know that much about him, but I know at least he has he's a reappearing artist.
I don't know the artists that well generally.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
How about writers? Okay, some of them are writers and artists.
Chris Claremont. These are the only writers?
Yep.
Because I'm gonna lose some.
Yeah, here's the
I'm
thing.
gonna lose some street cred here. Chris Claremont's the only one I know.
Here's the thing that I think is a little unfortunate, is that Comicpalooza is downplaying the comics more.
Yeah.
And it's not a huge critique on them. That's just the nature of the industry right now.
Yeah.
So people don't go to Comicpalooza. Most people don't go to Comicpalooza. I'll venture out to say that much for the comics themselves. In fact, I just saw the floor plan, and actually the comics are in their own little designated little area, which is good and bad. You know exactly where to go to shop for comics. So you don't have to you don't have to go everywhere to find them.
No, it should be a fun surprise where you're walking around. Oh, another you guys got comics?
That actually, my favorite surprise of last year's Comicpalooza. We had a booth right across from us. This was the first day we're setting up and stuff, and I was like, hey, let me check out. He had a really good deal on comics. So hey, let me check out what you got. First thing I see, like in the first box, he had the full set of Willow comics.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes!
Finally!
And I was really happy about that. Anyway, it's just like I said, it's the state of the industry right now.
The thing is that I was talking to a friend of mine recently who went to a different con. It wasn't a Comic Con, but I asked her, was that convention like basically just like the Ren Fair, like Comic-Con, where like it's just a bunch of shopping. They essentially turned the floor into a mall. And she was like, no, there's interesting panels to go to. There's parties. There's meet and greets, and not only with celebrities but also with fans and stuff like that. And like it's very interactive, very welcoming. There's lots of stuff to do, and that's when I realized comic book fans, they enjoy a product.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like going and buying this thing.
Right.
And, like, it sets a tone for these comic book conventions where it's just like, okay, these people are here to buy comics. They're here to buy stuff. They brought money. Let's sell.
Right.
And, like, that's what it all is. The panels can be okay.
Mm-hmm. Really depends.
And then there's also the cosplay aspect.
Right.
You know, because people like to just walk around in their costumes. But that's not an interaction,
right?
You know, and which is why at our booth is we got a booth this year.
Yeah.
We always do our letter best to include some kind of interaction. We haven't decided what game it's going to be. Trivia would be fun. And you wanted to do another super fight because we're also part of the podcasting initiative.
Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that if you come to our booth, you have fun.
Absolutely.
Because and I'm not gonna call anybody out on this one, but when I realized that there was a problem was like 5 years ago. There were these guys. they were just sitting around in Ren Fair armor on their phones. on their table was like jewelry that they had made out of various different shapes of dice. And I was like, okay, cool. So you guys make. Would you like take dice and like make jewelry out of it? Is that what you guys do? Like if I wanted particular, yeah, we could do that. And I was like, okay, so this is what you guys do. And like, oh no, we're here promoting our podcast. I was like, why am I not watching why am I not watching your show right now?
Right.
You should be doing your show right now.
Exactly.
So that I didn't pay like, oh, of course, we pay either nothing or an extraordinary amount of money to get into Comic-Con. One or the other. It's never in between.
We pay in a lot of effort and time and energy.
But the average person pays like what, $50 to get in?
It seems to be increasing.
And it's for the privilege of buying items that have been marked up.
Right.
Or looking at cosplayers.
Right.
Which you can do both online for much cheaper. Maybe you want to meet your favorite cosplayer, right? But that's about it. If you want to meet your favorite like celebrity, like once again, you pay $50 for the opportunity to wait in line all day
and then pay
to pay another $100 to do that.
Right.
There's not always a lot of bang for your buck. We're going to try our best. We are selling stuff this year, but that is in addition, okay? You come to our booth, you're going to play a game, you're going to watch a show, you're going to buy some merch. It'll be the only booth you need.
It's true. We do service a lot of different niches.
Weird. Johnny Dim is going to be selling some of his T-shirts. I'm going to be selling some of my perler bead art.
How far have you gotten on that, by the way?
None. We're gonna. It's going to be like
mad dash.
It's going to be 2 days straight.
We had some perler bead art to give away last year, and I think we spent between Friday night the con had already started. And it was like Friday night to Saturday. We were like, hurry up, do some more.
Yeah. But you were always very skeptical of it.
I was.
Like, the product turned out good.
It did.
And then you tried making one yourself, and you really liked it.
I did. It's actually it helps. It zeroes your focus.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah. So Comicpalooza, May 10th, 11th, and 12th. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Comicpalooza, May 10th, 11th, and 12th. Come down. Do we remember our booth number? We're in the 700s.
Yeah, we actually have a decent.
I think it might be 718.
It might be.
Yeah, that's accurate. Either way, you'll see if you come down to Comicpalooza, you'll see us on the map. We're Warlocks Entertainment System. And come on down, win some prizes, buy some merch, see a show, play a game. Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, put your left foot in. Die of dysentery.
Nailed it.
Johnny Dim.
Oh yeah, and there's wrestling guests this year. You can go see Trish Stratus, Lita, and Rosemary. I don't know who Rosemary is, but she looks like a fun character. There's some more. Just curious about authors.
There's actually this.
A lot of authors.
There's this person. Yeah.
Everybody's got a voice.
No. Nobody's got an artist. Because they'd be making comic books if they knew an artist.
Right.
Wow.
That's insane. I don't remember there being this many authors in years past.
I forgot that books existed.
I know, right?
In general.
Yeah.
You know what? They must be doing gangbusters for so many people.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some successful authors at these things. Although I don't know, like, I guess you can meet them. Mm-hmm. That's probably the shtick. There's going to be gaming.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to play, Johnny?
I don't know. I won't be playing jack crap because I will be at our booth or running a podcast or, all the other things.
Or on a panel.
We're on a panel this year.
How to make your podcast visual. Hey, have you noticed we're blurry? We jump over to Twitch. Or, we...
This is paused.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, that's not optimal.
No, it's way behind. It is a little blurry here. That's YouTube, for some reason, continues to be
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we're just checking Twitch real quick. Make sure that there is a place. Oh, we haven't even checked engagement.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
No, I usually don't. I don't have the bandwidth.
That's all. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I look a little better. The focus is off. That's what it is.
The focus is off.
I do.
Okay.
All right, so we know for next time.
Yeah.
Unless you want to turn autofocus on right now. But we're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay, so Comicpalooza, it's going to be fun, if only because we're there. If only. Are we worth the price of admission?
Almost.
Glowing endorsement.
So if you're there to excited to see anything else, that puts it over.
I was going to say, or if you have a long trench coat, you and a friend can split the cost.
There you go.
And then it's
I would love
worth
to have
it.
someone try that. That would be amazing.
Actually, you know what I want to see?
What?
Like, the best cosplay would definitely be the long coat and everything, but you open it up and they're on stilts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's funny.
With, like, little servos inside. They're like, what else? So, like, it looks like you're... Actually, that would be an excellent Scrubs cosplay, because they always did the world's most giantest doctor.
Did they really?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, hold on. You stay right there.
What are you doing?
You got me curious about the focus.
Was autofocus off?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with this, it's always better when it's on. Okay. So, Johnny, you want to close this off with a little self-editorializing? Talk about what we've been doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Johnny Dim.
Yeah.
What you playing?
Golf Story.
Golf Story. That's a thing?
Yeah. It's a golf game that has mechanics like most golf games, where you try to you're actually it's a game of skill where you're trying to, usually there's a meter and you try to,
Sure.
yeah, whatever. It's got all that stuff. It's top view. It's like a what do they call that? It's like an old style, like the original Final Fantasies that were like
Top-down isometric.
Yeah, that's isometric is what I thought, but I wasn't sure if that was right or not. But that's so it's like that, but it's also /RPG. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, that was I couldn't remember if that was real, because they have like just a straight up JRPG centered around golf in Steven Universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like it's not a golf game at all. Like, golfing is like putting and driving are your attacks.
I actually really, really like this game because it is it's clearly both. And it's got elements of both it's almost 50-50 exactly. And because I actually do like playing a lot of golf video games, just for the skill aspect of it. I have a lot of fun doing that. And then it's, on top of that, there's an actually decent story to go along with it.
Is it do you battle or like compete? Are there like boss characters like, I'm gonna do the best golf?
I haven't. No, it's not quite like a boss thing, but there's challenges. There are challenges that get harder and harder as you go. It's funny because you're moving up the ranks. You're a new golfer. You start the game off waking up in a different bed than your wife, and she calls you. And you're basically telling her, I'm going to go golfing. And she's like, no, don't go golfing. That's how it starts. I haven't seen the wife again since.
Was this written by someone's dad?
Maybe.
He was like, you know what's funny? How the wife never wants me to golf. Now hold the light.
Yeah. But yeah, you're the first thing you're trying to do is trying to get coached. You're trying to convince this coach to take you on. And all of his current students are obviously terrible. And but for some reason, he thinks you're worse than them. So you have to prove it to him that you're better, and then he tries to take you on. And then you kind of, when you finally prove it to him, you're in the boss of the owner of the golf course.
You're way too close to this. Keep going.
Anyway, it sounds like it's almost like a Pokemon thing to me. I don't know if gyms usually compete against each other, but that's the first thing I felt like, because it's a similar type of style of game. Mm-hmm. So, but you're trying to take your skills and you're going to represent your golf course against other golf courses.
Okay.
And but right now I'm in the story where they haven't gotten to that point yet. We haven't gone to compete yet. I'm spying on the other golf courses for my golf course. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
It sounds cute.
I love it.
Okay, is it funny enough to sustain its idea?
There are some funny moments for sure. What I think is funny, so I think that it's definitely a Japanese developed game, but it seems to take place in Australia because they say the word mate like a lot.
Okay.
I think they're really driving home that this is in Australia.
Well, I mean, there are lots of Japanese franchises that are like meant for an American audience. Like
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid is straight up a game from Japan.
Sure.
Centered around the American military.
Absolutely. Okay, but I've also been playing Elder Scrolls Blades because they
On your phone? Mm-hmm. What is it? Is it just Tiny Tower?
No, it feels like a real Elder Scrolls game. Just feels a little bit on rails, but other than that, it feels like a legit Elder Scrolls game.
Is it 3D?
Yeah. You're moving through the world like you normally would from the first person perspective.
Will it work on my 6?
How old is it? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Apple stuff too much.
20 years.
Oh God. It might actually work on your phone.
But it'll superheat it. I need to get a new phone anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't played a lot of it. I got the early access because I signed up.
Wait. You just made a bit of an assertion there.
What's that?
You said it feels like an Elder Scrolls game.
Huh?
Which one?
Okay, so it's dumbed down a little bit because it is on your phone, but a lot of the elements of Elder Scrolls games are there. You're doing the same type of attacking and blocking system,
Okay.
although it seems a little more timed correctly, like more dialed in, and the scope is much smaller. So you're playing this is after the blades have been outlawed and they've been hunted down, and you're playing a blade that is surviving, and you are trying to hide your identity that you are a blade, but you have gone to a town that was recently it exploded, basically. The town exploded.
Sure.
And then you're helping rebuild it.
Lots of explosions.
Yeah.
In medieval times.
Right. Well, it was
Lots of different-
magic explosion. Okay. Yeah. It was like these bandits or something came into the town, and they one of them smashed a statue that was in the middle center of town. That statue, I think, was probably a statue of one of the gods. And when that happened, then the explosion happened. So it's because the statue got smashed.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, you're trying to help rebuild the town, and you can name the town whatever you want. So I named mine Scranton.
You're so cute.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
But no, it's all right. Like I said, I haven't played a lot. I've only done a couple missions, but I get the gist of it.
This close to maybe trying it out.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Okay.
What have you been playing and/or watching?
I just.
I'm sorry.
What?
I just say this real quick. I'm not even gonna get into it.
I
Almost done finally with.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
No, I'm not even close. Stranger Things season 2. Almost done with that.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Just never Hellboy.
Yep.
I guess.
And then I'm about to start season 4 of Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
And the floor is yours.
I just got into the manga My Hero Academia.
No way.
Yeah. No, it's like really big business right now. Like it got its television show. If you go into like ThinkGeek or anything like that, you're gonna see a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of memes about it, and like I was just like, where did this come from? Why is everybody obsessed with it? I didn't feel like getting into the whole anime thing because I feel like anime is kind of weird right now, and I don't want to get into it.
Weird how?
Huh? There's a cultural divide within it, like there is with almost everything now because they.
Is it like old anime fans versus new anime fans?
No, it's this Kick Vic thing.
Oh.
The Vic Mignogna, like some accusations have been made against Vic Mignogna.
Hey, we met that guy.
We did meet that guy.
And I will say this: he's definitely a guy.
Yeah, like the assertion is that like he's been like inappropriately touching fans and stuff like that, and some people are coming out and saying, oh, the fans know that and they like that about him. Mm-hmm. Like they go to get like weird hugs and stuff like that.
That's a group of people?
This is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
There have been some pictures that have come out of Vic that aren't necessarily flattering. Here's what I know for certain. Lots of people are saying stuff,
Yep.
and he hasn't been arrested. there are cons that have there are cons that he has not gone to that he was going to go to.
Because of the backlash.
They always say it has something to do with contracts, and there are cons that have invited him with open arms.
Are they contracts that say you can't touch people, and he's like, deal breaker.
No idea, no clue. But there are cons that are inviting him with open arms. There are cons that have flip flopped on him and not including him. There are cons that have flip flopped on him and including him. There are pros. There are other voice actors that are saying if he's going, I'm not going. There are cons that are saying if you don't want to come because of him, good. It's a whole mess, and I want to let everyone involved with it know you've lost a customer.
It just seems too muddy. You just want to stay away from it.
I don't want to get into it. I don't know who's involved with the voice acting for My Hero Academia. I don't care. The manga's great.
Fair.
The manga's great.
Now, I've got a question.
Yes.
What the hell is it about? The My Hero Academia. What is it about?
My Hero Academia is...
Because with anime titles, you can't know.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a title of anything. Like, even my favorite one, Blue Gender. I have no idea what that's about. You get nothing from the title.
It's about blue waffles.
Yeah, almost.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
My Hero Academia is actually what it sounds like. It's about a hero school.
Okay.
In this world, 80% of the population has superpowers.
Oh.
And
the rest of the race, the rest of the human race is enslaved.
Right.
Is it?
No, they're just...
Oh.
The thing is, superhero is the most popular profession.
Okay.
And they have high schools dedicated to it. And this
So it's like having it's like a YouTube because everyone's got one.
Exactly. But top heroes get into this really special school, and this is about a kid who is obsessed with the heroes that inhabit his world, but he himself has no powers.
I have a question.
Sure.
If 80% of people are superheroes,
is there enough? 80% of people have abilities that they call quirks.
Okay, but are there villains?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
80% of people have abilities. So
crime
went super too.
I gotcha.
Some people are actually haunted and demented by their quirks.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing is it is simultaneously funny, heartbreaking, and intriguing. Like, it's everything that a story should be, especially a manga, because mangas have a tendency to be pretty silly.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would never read a manga.
Why?
I've tried. Just not my style.
Is it just that it's backwards?
No, that's not it. No. It's just I don't the goofier aspects of anime and manga, they don't connect with me. Mm-hmm. That's why I like my anime to be dead serious all the time. But I've yet to really come across a manga that really connects with me.
I mean, they're all different.
Right.
Some of them, okay, I feel like I've said this before on the show, and this is once again at the risk of like getting Barnes and Noble in trouble, because you know that when it comes to sexuality, I'm a pretty progressive guy. Sure. I think that we take sex way too seriously. We take violence.
Yeah, I agree.
Not serious enough.
Right, I agree.
But why we age restrict stuff, like all those rules, make sense, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I think the higher ups at Barnes and Noble are not checking what they're putting in their manga section, because some of it, just porn. Yep. Some of it is straight up porn.
Yep. Well, I think Barnes and Noble, they got the memo when Borders went out of business, so they're gonna put anything on their shelves. Okay. Which they just need anybody to go into those stores.
Yeah. So yeah, My Hero Academia, it's solid. It's I don't know. I'd like for you to give it a shot.
Maybe.
I mean, don't you like Dragon Ball?
Do you saw the stack of comics I have? I have a big backlog.
That's true.
I don't read anymore. No, I really am behind a lot. Oh, I was going to ask you. Have you reserved or picked up your Detective Comics 1000?
Yeah, I've already got it.
Okay.
I haven't read it yet. Okay. There were like 12 variants for that.
There's more than that.
Yeah.
Because they have ones that are just custom to different stores.
Okay.
Like some of the bigger online retailers, they got their own variant covers.
I'm going to say this. I have no interest in Detective Comics.
Yeah, but it's at 1,000. I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bought it what they call a speculative buy.
Yeah.
I bought it because I think it might be worth money in a few months.
I bought 2 or 3 variants.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I just picked up the Bruce Timm one because I figured that was going to be the most valuable one.
That's one of the ones I was looking at, yeah. I think I ended up getting that one and the one, the Dark Knight cover.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you read it yet? Well, no.
No, I still in my box.
You haven't read Batman Rebirth 4.
I've gotten past 4. I actually gave up on reading all the Rebirth stuff. I actually fast forwarded to the comics I'm more interested in.
Wait, did you not read the War Jokes and Riddles?
Not yet.
The War Jokes and that's part of Rebirth.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually.
It's worth your time.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Okay, so Johnny Dim, that's how you've been wasting your life.
Yeah, you've been watching
some kind of stupid baby.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a baby, which takes up a lot of time and effort.
Mm-hmm.
You been watching anything?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm working on my art.
Oh yeah. Plug your shit. Like,
there's nothing to plug.
Oh.
Like it's me. It's me.
You don't have a DeviantArt?
It's me practicing.
You don't have a DeviantArt? You should throw it up all there and have people just judge you.
That sounds like fun. Okay. Updates to come. Want to thank everybody who was watching and engaged in the chat. We also, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you for sticking it out all the way to the very, very end. We absolutely love you all. Don't forget to, no matter what platform you're watching this on, like, comment, and subscribe. There's a way to do that, no matter where you watch us. Thanks again, everybody. Don't forget to come on down, hang out with us at Conclusion. You know what we should do?
Have a code word, and people that have heard the code word on the show, we give them a special prize.
Opposite.
Oh.
We should have extra chairs for people to just sit and hang out. That's gonna backfire. Came right out of my mouth.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It probably would backfire.
Okay. Either way.
Because people wouldn't leave. That's why.
You know, I wasn't going to say it, Johnny. But okie dokie. All right. Well, and the reason that is an issue is because we want to meet everybody at the convention. So we don't want any one person monopolizing our time, not for our benefit, but to make sure that everybody gets to hang out. That's why. That's how you're supposed to do that. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye. Have fun with your stuff.
You were not ready to take us off.
I did. I was not ready.
Not even close. Something has to load.
Wait, what the hell's going on?
Just go over there. Just go over.
Oh man.
Just go in the show.
Hold on, I got it.
No, you don't.
I got a square in my face. That's what happened. That's why I don't turn on the damn autofocus. Quick, do you have another punchline?
No.